Masha and the Bear occupies a highly protected space in modern children's media. With a massive global reach, it bridges the gap between nostalgic parents and a new generation of children. It is a universally recognized pillar of innocent, family-friendly animation. That global trust makes what surfaced in 2019 highly disturbing. A deleted account uploaded a file labeled M047_Nepokazano.avi. When investigators cross-referenced this against the studio's archive, they found 0 records. The log lists episode 47 as unassigned. This creates an immediate architectural contradiction. A fully rendered, professionally produced digital file exists in a space the creators deliberately left blank. For the first 9 minutes, the footage is entirely unremarkable. A high-quality 3D render shows a small girl running down a sunny woodland path. The color grading is bright and perfect. The musical cues match dozens of other official episodes perfectly. Then, at exactly the 9:14 mark, the video locks into a hard freeze frame. It holds for nearly 3 full seconds. The character is trapped mid-stride, and viewers immediately noted that one of her eyes appears noticeably duller and deadened compared to the other. When the footage finally resumes, a chilling anatomical detail emerges. The character stops performing basic biological functions. She never blinks again. The 9:14 timestamp acts as a permanent threshold. Once crossed, the tape stops behaving like a standard cartoon and becomes a hostile digital environment. Professional animators who analyzed the remaining footage discovered the character rigs were breaking strict software rules, even though their underlying code remained completely unaltered. Joint angles bend far past their programmed limits. With every cut, the bear's proportions stretch subtly taller, creating an unnatural, inconsistent physical geometry from shot to shot. This warped, elongated character movement plays out against a sudden, total paralysis of the surrounding forest. The dozens of background animals usually present are entirely gone. Even the ambient environmental motion stops. Leaves blowing in the wind lock into place, caught in a permanent, unnatural pause. The video file is no longer rendering a living animated world. It is trapping its subjects within a paralyzed digital diorama. The corruption heavily impacts the audio track. Analysts discovered the familiar, upbeat theme song is pitch-shifted downward by roughly 30%. This severe deceleration stretches the nursery melody so far that it degrades into an unrecognizable, heavy dirge playing continuously under the visuals. But a second, far more unsettling layer is buried beneath that track. Tucked into the lowest frequency band is a persistent, rhythmic pulse. Isolating that layer reveals the sound of a young girl, slowly counting upward in Russian. This counting ignores the pacing of the visuals entirely, continuing unbroken even during the 3-second freeze frame at 9:14. A forensic look at the embedded metadata reveals an impossible timeline. This specific hidden audio layer carries a verified recording date of 2021. A recording dated 2021 inside a file uploaded in 2019 is a technical impossibility. It suggests either the file has been modified long after its original deletion, or the timeline of its creation is inconsistent with the public record. In the final minutes of the tape, the camera reaches the cabin. Masha stops walking exactly 4 meters away from the entrance, refusing to approach any closer. The bear is already standing completely motionless in the doorway. He was never shown traveling through the forest or leaving the frame, but he is there, blocking the entrance. As the visual standstill settles in, the audio track synchronizes with the paralysis. The hidden Russian counting reaches an unknown number and abruptly ceases. For the remainder of the runtime, neither character moves a muscle. The only shift in the environment is the porch light behind the bear. It flickers in a verified Morse code pattern that investigators have refused to make public. The file ends the same way every time it is played. It does not cut to black. The frame physically degrades into heavy static, as though the digital tape is being violently consumed by the act of playback. When pushed for answers, the official animation studios have uniformly denied any involvement. They claim no part of this file originated from their production pipelines. Yet one studio employee, speaking strictly off the record, offered a chilling clarification. The unassigned episode numbers in their archive are not skipped by accident, they are deliberately reserved. This leaves a critical gap in the timeline. To orchestrate this upload in 2019, someone needed highly restricted access to the studio's raw 3D assets to render the environment. The studio's archive system suggests these empty slots are a deliberate choice, the preservation of a space for an entity they cannot control. The anomaly has not stayed buried. It resurfaced this year, equipped with English subtitles, and is actively migrating through new networks. It exhibits an active behavior. During the short window of this investigation alone, the file's name spontaneously changed 3 times on the servers hosting it. This pattern of unexplained movement and shifting labels describes a file that persists through the skin of a trusted childhood memory. The live glitching on the timestamp suggests the file isn't a static playback of a past event. This recording is still actively running today.